I don't know your practice, but my practice, the guys are the worst. I mean, it's usually the wife that starts care. She wants to get something fixed. And then in the process, she's like, I think my husband would benefit from this type of work. And they usually make the appointment for the guy.
Yes.
They made the guy show up. Most of the time, they're like, I'm here because my wife made the appointment.
Yes.
Or I'm here because she said I had to be here.
Yeah. And I would also add to that, they wait till it is a crisis.
I know.
It's a 4-alarm fire. My leg is numb and I can't walk up the stairs to go home. And I'm like, bro, how long has this been going on? 4.5 years. And I'm like, 4.5 years?
Why now?
Holy moly, that's a long time, man. Like, you know, that's how it always starts.
Yeah. I don't know why. Why are guys? Because I'm the same way. I mean, even though I'm a healthcare provider, I still wait till last minute. Well, now that I think about it, I think I also don't want to be like a burden, you know, and complain all the time, you know. Yeah. You know, I think that's my perspective.
Just teach men to suck it up, and so you guys.
I guess so. I think it's part of it.
Yeah, I think toughen out. You know, that type of thing definitely can come through it. I definitely think men will be like, you know, they want to be the provider and take care of everybody first. For some men, most men, you want to take care of your family first, and you don't want to take from them. So you think taking from them would be seeing a healthcare provider to fix this problem, when in all reality, that's a huge shift, because actually you can provide better if you actually are healthier or whatever. Your leg isn't numb or whatever the thing is, you know, whatever the...
Yeah, if you're sick, now you're a burden.
Yeah, now you're a burden, especially when dad's down, right? Same with mom's down. Who's going to make dinner? You know, we're all looking around like, oh, what just happened? Jesus.
And you're calling takeout.
Right, exactly. It's the same thing with dad's down. They're like, oh, we can't drive to swimming tonight. Dad doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
No, it's a huge deal.
Yeah,
so.
but I think it has to do a lot with, you know, societal norms.
Yes. Totally agree.
And our upbringing of tough it out, like you said.
Yeah.
And then you get to a point where you wait too long. And the other part is the fear of finding out that it's something worse than what you thought it was.
Yeah.
Now we got a big issue, because now not only is dad out, but he's going to be out for a long time.
Yeah. And then you're the fear of the unknown. You're like, oh my gosh, this could be a huge problem. I don't know. Maybe I should just wait. You get to that point as well. Yeah. And you're like, well, you know.
My grandfather was perfect example of that. You know, he, you know, never took care of himself, smoked till he was 40, drank rum from the age of 14 probably. Never went to a doctor. He's like, I don't like doctors, I don't do tests, I don't do anything. One day he couldn't swallow, esophageal cancer. And now it's like, it's too late, bro. It's the same concept, you know. And he waited a long time. Now the problem is, when guys do that and now they're in very bad shape because they have cancer and they're dying, they become crybabies now.
100%. They wait and they're like, let's fix this today. And you're like, man, this can't go away today.
No.
Yeah.
You know?
Healing takes time.
Takes time.
I know some guys that they show up at that point and then they're like, well, I'm just not going to, they don't talk about it to anybody.
Yes.
And their family wants to like work through it with them, and they don't want to work through it with anybody.
That's the other part. Now that you mentioned that, I'm just trying to, now that you're mentioning these things, for example, females, for example, my wife and your wife will probably talk about health.
100%.
Oh, I'm eating this, I'm doing that, I'm working out. When do we talk about health, bro?
Never.
No.
Other
than the practice and talking about our patient's health.
That's what you talk about.
We never talk about our health.
No.
We don't sit down, it's like, bro, how's your you know, your A1Cs, or we don't talk about that.
Not in a million years. I wouldn't even bring it up even if I had to.
I would hang up.
So guys just don't want to share. They just
I mean, we don't talk about it. I don't know.
Yeah, that definitely doesn't come up. Yeah, it definitely comes. And me and Heather work out regularly. Me and my wife work out really regularly, and we have a good routine. And I actually think, you know, where it changed, and a credit to her, is she wants to change our trajectory for our family. So, you know, if we have family members that are sick and ill and grandparents and stuff like that, she doesn't want that to be what our kids remember for us. And I think that's huge. That's a huge thing. And I think that would be a big turning point for a lot of men, making that change, be like, hey, don't wait until it becomes this crisis. You know, a lot of people, we go through seasons, right? You know, and some people in the middle age, you're through your earning season, right? You're like, okay, I'm going to earn all this, so I'm going to accumulate this wealth, so then when I can retire. Well, you burnt all those years, and then a lot of people will spend all their wealth to try to get their health back when they're in the retirement.
Yeah, that's late.
it's too late. And it takes a lot longer and a lot more effort when you could have been a lot more preventative.
That is such an interesting concept of the relationship between health and wealth, especially for men, because I know traditionally, and I think men still feel this, is you guys are the providers.
Yeah, we care more about money than health.
You do.
Yes.
Because as a woman, I can tell you, like, I enjoy working, but I don't think about money. My husband laughs at me because he's like, do you think about how much money? I was like, no. But yet you guys, that's very much what you just said.
That's the most important.
And so people will sacrifice, men will sacrifice their health
for
money.
wealth.
Yes.
But you're saying that's actually, when you stop and think about it, not probably the best decision. So how do you balance that as a man? Because you're like, I have the stress, I got to provide for my family, I got to do this, but you also have to balance your health. And you're a great example because you're running a clinic that I'm sure keeps you busy. So how do you, and you too, how do you balance your health and your wealth and your business and your health?
Yeah, I think you need to, for us, we have to manage our time. Because if you have idle time where you don't have something scheduled or something organized, you'll waste it. You'll easily waste time. True. You could waste time on your phone. You could waste time on a game. You could waste time on the TV. You could waste time on the couch. You can waste time doing anything nowadays. And if you really are like, okay, I know Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday are my exercise days for 60 minutes. I know my kids are in the teenage years and we're in that season. They're going to sleep until 10 if I let them. If I get up and work out from 9 to 10, they won't even be awake. I know also if I don't manage my time, I could also sit on the couch and do nothing for that hour. True. Right? True.
If you don't decide ahead of time, that's what you'll do.
Exactly, right? Yep. So I think managing your time, and the same thing, right? I also know I love my wife, but I also know we can waste time and order things on Amazon like everybody else in the world, right?
I'm better at that than my husband.
Yes, so is my wife, right? Things can even show up here.
They do show up to my house.
I'm like, I don't even know how that got here.
I needed it when I was on the plane coming here. I realized I forgot it.
It's funny. We started getting glasses all week long.
Yeah.
It's like, why do I have 3 glasses from Heather? It's like, I don't
glasses just show up. Yeah. And I think it's about managing that time. I think, managing the time for, you know what, I'm going to take 15 extra minutes and take a right and see the chiropractor on the way home. I'm going to take 2 extra turns and I'm not going to go through fast food. I'm going to get a salad. I'm going to walk for lunch after I eat. Yep. You know what I mean? I get an hour break instead of going straight back to my desk and playing my phone game or scrolling YouTube. I'm going to get up and I'm going to go for a walk. And I'll credit that to the other doctor at my office. He's really good at it. He always goes home and walks his dog every day. I'm like, man, he's really good at that.
And you can stack things, right?
100%.
You can actually walk the dog, get a workout, and listen to an audiobook at the same time.
All the same thing.
You're stacking things. Because most people, I think where people get hung up, like you're mentioning, is that they think it has to be extremely hard. It derails your day. If you're going to work out, you have to work out for 2 hours in a gym. You got to go to, it's like, it doesn't have to be that hard.
No, it really doesn't. It's important to do hard things and challenge yourself. I think that is super important. But you can, I can't tell you the amount of times we've done a 30-minute walk. Yep. You can also incorporate it and stack things and make it stackable that works for your schedule.
Well,
absolutely.
And we've talked about this before, but also people like to start things at the top end instead of at the bottom end. It's like start simple. Start with something doable. Start with something you can win because wins matter.
100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
Momentum
matters, because if you have a win, then you're going to want another win, and you're going to keep going. So it's so funny. People will go like, "Oh, I'm going to do 75-day hard," and that's great.
100%.
But how many people who have been sitting on the couch eating nachos and pizza for the last 3 months are actually going to succeed at a 75-day?
They're going to lose.
It's going to be very hard. Because the first day is hard. You're like,
the second.
you're like, holy fudge! I'm going to do 2 workouts. I'm going to get. You're like, oh my gosh,
this is more than what I've done in a lifetime.
A year.
I haven't done any of that. I like the easy one that I'll have patients do is the push-up challenge.
Yes.
Those push-up challenges where it's like 10 a day. Yep. Just 10 a day.
Yep.
10. I have people do air squats. They're like, what exercise should I do? The number one thing I say all the time is go for a walk. How long do I walk for? Try 10 minutes. Then what? Try doing 10 air squats. Then what? Try do 10 push-ups. Get back to me when you've done all of those for a week.
And how many get back to you?
It's, next week they're like, well, They're like, so how do I get in shape? And I'm like, bro, did you do anything?
Already told you.
Did you do any of these things? And I'm like, well.
Do your patients have like short-term memory like mine?
All the time. We call it front desk amnesia.
Except the one,
Front days.
Yeah.
except the ones listening to this, they don't have short-term
No, they
memory.
don't. My patients are the best.
Yeah. Front desk amnesia. What they were told in the back when they walked to the front, like nothing happened. Like no idea what happened.
You and your staff laugh about that.
All the time. Yeah.
So tell me, back to where we started, for men who, preventative health, tell me, and you kind of mentioned this before, but I would love for you to share it again, is the top couple of screenings you really recommend men to get. That's the first question. Like, what would you really recommend?
Definitely testosterone.
Yeah, I think testosterone is really good. I actually think BMI is one too.
Yep, that's huge.
Yeah, and not BMI is like it's not the holy grail. It's like everybody's body and body composition is different.
It's one part of the equation.
It's one part of the equation. It's not standing on the scale. It's like, oh, I lost.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not win or lose.
Yeah, absolutely. How about A1Cs?
Yeah, I think checking your sugar levels is super important, right? Yeah. Especially nowadays because sugar is in everything.
Yeah. It'll throw off everything in your body.
100%, right? And you're like, I'm doing really good as you're sucking down the Starbucks drink that has 60 grams of sugar. But you're like, man, I'm doing really good. And I'm like, every morning you're eating 14 Snicker bars.
Absolutely.
It's fascinating. My husband always says, if you can do one thing, just stop drinking sugar.
He's right.
How
Game changer.
much sugar do most people drink?
Game changer.
Game changer. Game changer.
What about probably an inflammation blood test?
Yeah, I think a blood panel would be a good one to run. I think it would be a good one to run to get a baseline.
Because just getting the regular stuff, like blood pressure, I mean, that's important.
They keep changing the ranges on all those, too.
Yeah, that's one thing. And second of all, if I go to a doctor and they just test my blood pressure and I'm going to base my entire health on my blood pressure, I mean, think about it. You drove to the doctor in the middle of traffic. 100%. This guy just put a cuff in your arm. Now you're freaking out. You got white coat syndrome.
100%.
So how accurate is that reading at the end of the day?
And that's what they'll tell you. You got to take multiple readings. Got to be over multiple weeks. You got to have a range of where you're at, right? It's not just
that's important.
100%, right? Yeah. You could get it done at the freaking Safeway grocery store nowadays. You know what I mean? And like it's a factor, but it's not the only factor.
I've actually even heard that your cholesterol varies
totally
every time, so you can't just 100%. Take it one time and it be accurate.
Well, and then even with cholesterol panels, there's different ones.
Oh,
you have the regular cholesterol panel where they usually tell you, oh, you got high cholesterol. Or
everyone
whatever.
does because we all need to get statins.
Yeah,
exactly, right?
Yeah,
but there's the other panel that measures your good cholesterol, the bad cholesterol, and it gives you a more holistic perspective of what's actually going on.
And I tell people all the time when we bring up cholesterol is, your brain is made of fat. It's made of cholesterol.
Your hormones
are made of cholesterol.
You do need cholesterol for testosterone.
You need fat in your body. You have to have fat. So if you like an example, MyFitnessPal or those types of things, all those apps, there is literally categories where it's fat, protein, and carbohydrates. Most people think sugar is a category. No, it's a carbohydrate.
It's a carb. Well, in the other part, especially and you probably learned this from Heather being in the fitness world.
Yeah.
A lot of people that are in fitness and working out, they actually don't do a lot of healthy things sometimes.
Oh, no.
Because I've had trainers in the past that they tell me it's all about calorie intake or calorie depletion.
Yes.
Rather than actually, for example, sometimes trainers, which I listen to this from my patients, they're like, in the morning, get, what's it called? The midnight oats or instant oats. Overnight oats. Yeah. And it's just, sugar. I don't think it's healthy.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be that. I mean,
rather eating just an egg.
Yeah. And I also, variety is a spice of life. I can eat the same thing over and over, but you need to mix it up from time to time.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with some overnight oats and things like that.
You can't do it every day.
You can't. You're not going to do it every day.
Yeah.
Right? And you're not going to eat that and go sit behind a desk. No. If I'm going to give it to my kid that's going to walk around with a freaking 60-pound backpack or whatever. Man, the backpacks are crazy.
They are. They're so big they have to have wheels now.
Yeah. There are kids that have wheelie backpacks, which I'm like, that's insane. But you know what I mean? They're going to carry around backpack to every class and in middle school. And
carbs might be better.
And I'm like, you knock yourself out. Eat some carbs and stuff like that.
Yeah, but, I hear from my patients, like, I had 2,000 calories, but it's not the same thing as eating an 800-calorie donut versus eating a 800 calorie steak.
Exactly.
Two different compositions, you know?
Two vastly different. And what your body uses of those things, right?
Exactly.
Right? And so you can have the most dense protein in the world, but if you can't use all of it because your gut's all messed up because you're taking this pharmaceutical and you have this stress and you've got this other issue and you've got a subluxated pinched nerve in your lower back, it's causing your freaking digestive tract to be all out of whack. All those things play a factor.
You are not what you eat. You are what you absorbed.
100%. Yeah. 100%.
And you're right. People are starving. They are eating a lot of calories, but they're starving. And you always say they're eating food-like substances.
Food-like substances, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, if you look at the calories, I mean, you're going to miss the whole equation, a big part of the equation. Yeah. It's not only the calories. That's one part, and that's what we've been taught to look at all the time. But you got to look at the components that make up the food and what your body needs in that moment.
You like this one? So we own a gym in Ohio, and our business partner up there, her dad was trying to lose weight, and so she was talking to him, and she goes, "Oh, what are you doing?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm totally losing weight. I'm only eating a Snickers bar and drinking a can of Coke every day. That's all I'm eating." Yeah. He's like, "I'm barely having any calories." It's like, missed it.
You can lose weight and that is still unhealthy.
100%.
I mean, I've seen even articles of people that lose weight eating McDonald's every day.
Yeah. You can definitely do it because you can starve the rest of the day.
Yeah. But it doesn't mean it's healthy, number one. No. Number two, you're probably messing up your hormones like crazy. Your insulin levels are going crazy as well. So you might not see the outcomes yet, but you'll see the problems yet, but probably in a few years, if you keep doing that, you're going to have a big issue.
Huge issues that come up over time, right? And those are the big things that build up and they continue to snowball, and then you're at this big problem at the end of the road because you haven't put in the time and the work.
I want to talk a bit more about fitness, but before I do, I want to go one more question about preventative health. As a woman, as a wife, and this would be my question for any women watching this, what can we do to encourage or help men in our life to get preventative care? Like, how do we encourage you guys? Like, what actually works?
Yeah. One thing that's a big issue that I notice a lot also, that going back to prevention, is that a lot of guys think that just getting a cancer screening is prevention. And that is not prevention. That is early detection.
Yes.
It's two different things. So just by getting cancer screenings, getting, I don't know, stress test, whatever, I don't know what they do for heart.
Yeah.
That is early detection. It's not prevention. Okay. Yeah. Prevention is looking at what is normal in my body and how do I go back to normal,
right?
Or at least balance in the body, right? So I think as a female, first of all, as a female, you got to understand what health is, which is not the absence of symptoms only, but also the optimal function in your body internally. Number two, you got to tell your husband, now that you understand what health is, let's start doing healthy things, right? And together. I mean, it has to be a family thing. Yep. You cannot have one healthy person in the family and then the rest are sick.
100%. And that's why they say an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, right? Because, and I would say the first thing is, rather than, because I know it can be maybe confrontational. Yeah. Hey, you should see the doctor because you need to. You know what I mean?
Shoulds are not good for
right.
People.
Never gonna. I'm gonna set this up for you. But it can be like, hey, we're having chicken salads tonight. I guarantee there's not going to be like, oh God, I can't handle that 3 nights in a row.
Hey, then don't eat.
Yeah, no problem. He's not gonna make something for himself. There's a 0% chance. Just like my kids aren't gonna like go into they're like, oh, this is what we're eating.
Just like me, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Go to bed hungry.
Yeah, or you're like, oh, we're doing a roast in the crock pot with vegetables. Like it's like it's an easy first step is those prevention things, and those can lead to bigger conversations like. Hey, awesome job on drinking. You drank your full Stanley of water or whatever water bottle that my kids have this week. I've saved the water bottle.
Do you get any of those on your front step? No, oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, right? I feel like those things, geez, you know what I mean? But easy, those things are easy steps. Hey, let's go for a walk after dinner.
Yeah, asking to go for a walk together. Yeah,
sure. Those are good things you can do.
How about come to bed?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I'm guilty of that just like everybody else.
Just like me?
I got a little bit more to do. Hang on. You know what I mean?
And I tell my husband, but I can't sleep if you don't come to bed
That's
when
good.
I'm there.
There you go. That's a great one.
Sleep is important.
Yeah, sleep is important.
Yeah.
Those things are super important. It goes from there. Because those conversations and those habits that you start to build can lead to the, hey, when's the last time you went to the chiropractor, the dentist, the naturopath, the acupuncture, whatever healthcare provider you want to see?
That's very good.
You know what I mean? Those can lead to open up those avenues to have those conversations.